But that's how you break the cycle. You have to put in effort to break the cycle. You have to put in effort. You have to get out of your comfort zone to break the doom spiral. You can't just sit. If you just sit and don't take action, that spiral is going to keep spiraling. You have to take action. All right, we're back. Today's video is more about the glow up that you see some people get sometimes in big life events, whether they, have a big breakup or, they get a new job or, whatever, just the glow up that we all witness people getting. I personally feel like I've experienced a little bit of a glow up in the last year or two for various reasons. I know other people who I've seen do the glow up thing, or, people in their 30s or 40s that suddenly are the fittest they've ever been. Or they're just like lighter and they're just happier. I want to talk about that because there's a reason for it. There is a reason for it, and it doesn't just happen. It takes work. So it's more than just vanity. It's the way they carry themselves. They're lighter. They're not quite as down and dark. They go from being a cold person to a warm person. I talk about that a lot with personalities. And when you meet people, they're just cold and guarded, or sometimes they're warm and welcoming. And you can be both people. You can change through time, right? And through effort and work. So I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what is the glow up and how do we get there? So last night, a friend of mine, a dear friend, called me and we were talking about some tough stuff, some tough relationship stuff, and just tough stuff. Like, life is hard and people are going through it. And it's not easy when we face stresses like finances and relationships and just all the other things that we have to deal with day in and day out. So he was explaining to me kind of his situation and what's all going on. And he told me that, in therapy, his therapist had urged him to focus on him and focus on taking care of him. And, take the scope from being out here and looking at all the problems in life and zoom it in and focus on your controllables. Life is going to throw things at you. Life is going to throw stresses and problems and issues left and right. It's never going to stop. They're always going to come. So you can't control whether or not those things come at you, but you can control you, and you can control what's going on here and what's going on here. And so she just urged him to do that. And so then we had this really organic conversation about what can we do to lock in? What can we do to focus on here? What can we do to focus on this and build this to be able to handle all of that? And so I feel like this is an important thing for everyone to talk about, right? I feel like we live in the culture right now of self-care, like, take care of yourself. It's selfish, right? It's just be selfish. And I support that. But I don't think we're defining what self-care is enough. I don't think we're talking enough about what self-care is, because I think a lot of people think that self-care is putting on a face mask and taking a bath. And it can be. That can be self-care, but it is so much more multifaceted than that. So for me, and these are just like things that I've learned throughout time and experiences, and self-care there's many layers to it. There are emotional layers, there's relational layers, and there's physical layers. And I actually do talk about this with clients and in one-on-one, fitness coaching, because fitness is self-care. And this is very much down my alley. I got a psychology degree in college, and so I am so interested in the psyche and how our brain works. And and like relationship psyche, how do relationships work in our brains? Like how do we make that function day in and day out with people? And obviously I have failed that to some extent. I'm a divorced woman, and I went through a marriage where the communication and all of that just wasn't strong, and it failed. And so relationship psyche, though it's very interesting to me, I am not an expert by any means. Okay. I will say that I have learned so much in the last year and a half of my glow up, of pouring into myself and learning self-care and learning that it's not just taking a bath or reading a book. It is so much more than that. So can it be those things? Yes. Is it those things? Yes, but it's so much more. So to me, self-care is romanticizing your life. Like, in a nutshell, romanticizing your life is what's going to make you feel like your life is worth it, you know? And how do we romanticize? How do we romanticize our lives? We romanticize our lives by doing the little things that feel mundane, like doing the dishes. Okay, doing the dishes sucks. It really does. Like, as an adult, as a kid, you're like, I want to be an adult. And then you become an adult and you're like, gosh darn it, this is not it. Like, I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to do laundry every week in and week out. I don't want to do dishes every single day. I don't want to clean the house. I don't want to have to maintain all these things and do a job and pay the bills and all the things. Like, there's so much responsibility. So let's romanticize it. When you're doing the dishes, put on your favorite music. Maybe you throw on a little show on a tablet or on your phone. Do something you enjoy while you're doing something that is mundane, something that's not as fun. A lot of times I'll just have a jam session in the kitchen. When I'm meal prepping, I'll just turn on my favorite music and we'll dance it out while I'm making all this food that I don't love to do. Romanticize your life. If you're home alone, let's say you're going through a really terrible breakup, and being alone is hard. When you're going through hard things like a breakup or a death or you losing your job, when you're going through hard things in your head, it is hard to be alone. Sometimes all you want is to be alone, but being alone is hard. And so a lot of times what ends up happening is we isolate, and we're stuck at home, and we're just thinking about all the things, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst, and my life is the worst, and I can't get ahead, and we get into this doom spiral is what I call it. And I get there too. Last week I was there. But when we're in the doom spiral, one way that I can kind of like break that for myself, and I think will be helpful for a lot of people, is to find something that you can romance yourself with. So go make your favorite dinner. Does it sound like effort? Yes, it does, and it is. But that's how you break the cycle. You have to put in effort to break the cycle. You have to put in effort. You have to get out of your comfort zone to break the doom spiral. You can't just sit. If you just sit and don't take action, that spiral is going to keep spiraling. You have to take action, and you have to hold yourself accountable to that action. So go make your favorite meal. Light a candle. If you like candles, light the candle. I love candles, so I'm always burning candles. I have one burning right now. I'm always burning candles because it's one of those things that I just enjoy, and I know that it's going to smell good. And so if I can, make an everyday mundane day a little bit better with a candle, I'm going to light the candle. So make your favorite dinner, light some candles. Maybe throw on a face mask. I don't know. Find something that you enjoy. Do you enjoy reading a book? Read a book. Do you enjoy, I don't know, foam rolling? Foam roll. I don't. This is my brain thinks in the things that I enjoy. I don't think about things that other people enjoy because I don't enjoy those things. So find what you love and do it. Do you love painting? Get out the paint. Paint. Do you like to color? Get out some crayons, some markers. Color in a coloring book. Print off a coloring page. I don't care, but find something that you love to do and do it. When you're alone and you're in that doom spiral, do the things you love. Okay? So that's how you like romanticize your life. Physically, taking care of your health is so important. When we are eating crap, your brain works like crap and it feels like crap. Your body is going to feel like crap. If you are putting crap into your body is going to feel like crap. And this is the fitness person in me coming out, but stop eating crap, right? I wholeheartedly support enjoying your life and eating the cookie and not saying no to cake. I'm here for that as a fitness professional. Like, please don't say no to the cake unless you have to. Like, if you're in a place where you just have to and you have goals to meet, that's fine. But we live on planet Earth one time. Eat the cake. Eat the cake. But then 95% of the time, eat healthy. You know, eat whole foods, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, eat your protein, eat your meat. Get the nutrients that your body needs to function at its highest level, at its peak level. And then you can also enjoy your life. You can also have cake and cookies, just in moderation. So take care of your health. This is eating food. Eat the right food to feel the right way. But also work out. When we work out, our bodies produce endorphins. They're only produced when we work out. Okay, so to get those endorphins, you have to work out. Do some cardio. Get in there and get a pump. Go lift some weights and get a pump. Get your muscles feeling like they're really big. It boosts your confidence. It boosts your mood. It boosts your confidence. It boosts so many things. So get out there and work out. Do your cardio, lift your weights. Okay, so take care of your health. That is so important. And then the last thing is like finding hobbies. You have to find hobbies. In order to do the glow up, you have to find things that fill your cup up. Your cup has to be full to be able to handle all the things that are coming at you. Your cup has to be full to be able to pour out day in and day out for other people. If you're operating from an empty cup, you're not going to be able to give your life the 100% that it needs. Okay, and no one can fill your cup for you. Okay, no one can fill your cup for you. Community helps, and you should absolutely have community. Our brains are hardwired to be in community with other people. We are designed that way to be in community with other people. So don't isolate. Get out there and talk to other people. But other people can't fill your cup. You're the one that has to fill it. So find ways to fill it. Read books you like. Find a genre. If you're not a reader, find a genre and try it. If you don't like it, try a new one. If you don't like that one, try a new one until you find something you enjoy. Try painting. You don't like that, try drawing. You don't like that, try watercolor. I don't know. Like, just try things until you find what you enjoy. Do the things you enjoy. Fill your own cup up, and then you can handle life better. Find ways to romanticize it. Okay? So I was so honored that my friend called me last night to talk about these things. They're not easy things to talk about, and finding people that can be open and transparent in that way to, you know, get some outside perspective and some outside advice on difficult things. It's such an important tool and it's such an important resource to all of us. And being able to humble yourself to be honest with other people is it's a skill. It's such an important skill that I think we all need to work on and we all need to have. So when you see people have a glow up, just know that they didn't just have a glow up. Life didn't just throw rainbows and sunshine at them. What's more than likely happened is life threw incredibly difficult things at them. Life threw horribly awful things at them. And instead of letting those things get them down, they decided to rise from the ashes and rebuild and glow. They put the work in. They're doing the self-care. They're finding ways to romanticize their day-to-day life. They're finding ways to fill their cup so that they can glow for other people. Okay? So I want to hear, how do you take care of yourself? How do you romanticize your life? What's something that you do that is romantic to you? Something you enjoy? What do you do? Or maybe you don't do anything you enjoy and there's something you want to try. I want to hear about it. Throw a comment. If you felt like this was relatable or helpful at all, share, like it. Go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate you guys all tuning in to watch these silly videos that I make. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great day.